Well, welcome back to the Crafty Diamond. I am Debbie. Today I have my part 3 of my reorganization on my square spare drill storage. And I think I have everything here. I will also link the playlist at the top of the eye for you guys, and I'll also put it underneath the description so it's easier for you to find if you'd like to see part 1 and 2. You don't have to watch 1 and 2 to see what I'm doing here or understand what's going on. So you can easily just jump in and watch this one. But this will probably be about an hour. I'm hoping that I will get the majority of this done. And if I do, then I might take it over an hour. If not, there may be a part 4 on this. But I have my new box, which I really like. It is a wider box, and I can put more in here than I can with the little trunk that I have. The trunk I am going to use for all of my special drills, or the ones that I can get in there anyway. So I also have everything underneath the description. I have the box where I purchased this from. I also have these dividers, and these are actually silverware drawer dividers, and I got those from Amazon, so I'll have all the information below. I am using these, let me get one. I am using these baggies here. They're really good and sturdy. And I am also using stickers with the DMC number. I have a tray just in case that I need to pour out some drills. And then also I have my Stampin' Up trimmer. And if you're interested in purchasing anything from Stampin' Up, please contact me directly and I will give you that link. And let's go ahead and get started. So hopefully I will be able to get quite a bit done. Some of these cards are a little bent, and I'll tell you what I'm doing as I am starting on this. I may not be able to reach this box very well. Let's see. These cards are actually a little bit longer than what they need to be for this box. So I'm having to cut them down just a little bit. And I was really determined not to have to do this, but the box will not close very well. So I don't really have a choice on doing that, and thought I better go ahead and either cut down the actual cardstock, or I'm going to have to make all of these. So I really did not want to remake all of these because it's a lot of paper that I've already used, and I didn't want to waste all of this paper. So decided, you know, it's fine. I will just go ahead and I will just use this. It will take a little bit of time, but that is okay. I'm trying to see the best way. I'm trying not to hit the camera. Make sure that I did cut this correctly. And that is right. I might just put it over on the side and then put those in. I think that's what I'll do. That's what I did last time. So how is everybody doing? This is not a whip and chat, but it is a little bit of chit chat while I am doing this. I thought, what better way to get things accomplished than to go ahead and do this with you guys. And so what I'm doing here, if you're not familiar, is that I do save my spare drills. And I love my container that I had my spare drills in, but it was just becoming to where it was already getting full. I don't know if I can do this sideways. This is maybe a problem. It was becoming to where it was getting really full and already. And so I thought I need to do something else that is going to help out with space, but it's also going to give me additional space. And then if I need to add to it down the road, I can easily do that and not have to worry. So with this system that I had before, it was a little expensive for the actual trunk, the box, and I had gotten that as a gift to try. It wasn't a PR or anything, but a friend gave it to me. that she bought it and she wanted to try it, and then she thought that I might like it, and so she gave it to me. She had gotten the box on clearance for somehow. So anyway, I really did like it. I thought it was really pretty, but it just was not practical. And so I thought I'm going to do something else, and this is what I decided. I'm missing an 806. Some of these I already have bags for, and so when I do, then I'm just putting the bags in. If not, I'm putting the bags in here, so the bags will already be ready. But I kept looking around, and could not decide what I wanted to do. And then I found this box, which was wider, and it worked perfectly. I went ahead, and these are my squares that I'm working on now, but I went ahead and I did my rounds that way to see if I was going to like this setup before I went through and did all of this. And I used the rounds for about a month in the spare storage, added to them, and when I kitted down, it worked out really nice, and so decided that I will go ahead and do the squares that way. And the squares are just taking me longer because I just have not taken the time to do these. And I need to, because I have 2 kits that I've had for a while that I have finished that I need to kit down. I really would like to have my Elizabeth Ward storage so I can kit up my Halloween cat. And I thought, well, I'll go ahead and I'm going to do this now. I may go ahead and also do part 4, but not posted at the same time. If this does come to a part 4, we shall see. And you do not have to save your spares. I like to save mine for different reasons, but I do like to do the converted cross stitch. And when you do a converted cross stitch, you have to purchase the drills, or you have to have the drills in your stash. And so I use square drills for those. And I am starting to save for my next big project, but I've got to finish the one that I'm working on, or at least half of it, before I start to look at the drills. And then once I start looking at the drills, then I can see what I need to purchase. My first one that I am working on now, I did purchase all of the drills because I wanted to see what that experience was like. I liked it because all of the drills are basically the same because it came from the same company, but it was a little pricey doing that. So this next time I am going to go ahead and see which spare drills that I have. And I saved the round ones because I did purchase a couple of kits from DIY Moon Shop before they went out of business, and they were the canvases only, no drills, and so I purchased those in rounds. So I don't know if I have all the rounds or not in those because I'm not ready to start on them. And hopefully when I do get around to those kits, I will have enough in my stash that I can use those plus buy any that I need to. And the same goes for my squares and my rounds, that if for some reason I run out of drills for myself or my daughter's canvases that we're working on, then I can go to my spares and see if I have that color. So that way we don't have to wait until we receive the ones that we're missing. Because once I get on a roll, and she's the same way, I don't want to just stop and have to wait until the drills come in. And it's really funny because the ones that I'm always out of Doesn't matter what company or if it's square or round or whatever. I'm always go to my box, and I usually don't have them. So I did purchase some from Amazon that I also need to put up, and those will be on another video. But I have more now, so I think that's going to help out a lot. I don't know why this 822 is showing a dark blue when this says beige gray light, but I will go ahead and put that on here. That's kind of strange. And not everybody saves theirs, so don't feel like that you have to save your drills because I save mine, or you've seen other content creators do this, or whatever. It is not something that you absolutely have to do. There's a lot of my really good friends that diamond paint, and they just put theirs in a jar and they don't save them. They'll just put them, and they will make something out of them, or they just keep it to where it's pretty, or whatever, and they don't save theirs. They don't like to kit down, basically, and so they just go ahead and just, when they're done with their kits, they're pretty much done. And I did that for a while, and then I started thinking, why am I paying for drills when I have so many that are left? And I have the space. If I didn't have the space, I would have to rethink all of this, but I do have the space, so I might as well just make good use of it, right? At least that's what I am thinking. I do save, or my goal is, what I plan on doing is saving one bag of each color, no more than one bag of each, in this main box here. And then if I do need to start another bag, then I will go ahead, I will start another bag, and I will put that bag in a different area so it's not in here. It won't be nice like this with all of these cardstock. I was just going to keep one bag, and then I was just going to use those for when I make cards, or when my friends make cards and they need some drills to use for shaker cards. And then I decided, well, I might just keep an extra bag or two, and then if it becomes more than 2 bags, then I'll figure out what I'm gonna do. But my next cross stitch conversion is going to be max color, so I'm going to need several, I think it's over 200 colors that I'm looking at, and it's probably not a lot of each color, but maybe I will have what I need. We'll see. Most of these in the 800s do not have bags, so that's kind of slowing me down a little bit. There were a few that had some bags that actually had drills in them. And I do mix my drills with different companies. I wasn't going to, and then I thought, no, I'm not going to that extreme. For me, I just don't think that that's necessary. For my diamond painting Deutschland, however, those will be separated, because I've noticed that when I was kitting down my first kit of theirs, which was Diana, and on that one, the colors, none of the colors matched. So I did kit that one down. They did not match any of the other drills that I had, and their quality is really good. And there's always, or there was, I shouldn't say always, I've only done one, but there were quite a bit of drills left over from each color. So I thought that would be good. I'll just put those by themselves, and I will do that again if I ever finish the one that I'm working on, Fly Me to the Moon. when I kit that one down, then I am going to have that one separately, and I'll probably even put it in a separate box just to keep it separate from the others. I don't know if that's really necessary. I could keep it in this box, but just maybe on all of the bags, maybe just put initials or something on there so I will know that that one is for Diamond Painting Deutschland only and not for anything else. But, you know, I don't know. I am not really sure. I do need to order some more of the DMC stickers. My daughter had to get in here. She needed some stickers for her bags. She was using bags for her first diamond painting instead of the containers, and then her bags, she used it for so long, her bags were starting to split. So she started putting them in containers, and she's used some of my stickers. And so now I'm short on a couple of stickers. I can make some. I have a Cricut where I can make some stickers if I want to. And I might just do that. I have sticker paper instead of buying all of these again. But these have come in handy, and they're not expensive at all. So it's been really nice on that. And it would look a lot nicer if I made them, but you know, it's spare storage. I'm really trying not to be perfect of how I want to do things, because in the past me would say, I can't deal with this. This has to look really good. Everything has to match. And so I'm thinking, I'm trying to get out of that and not worry so much about perfection. And it looks good, it is functional, and so therefore it is fine. I would rather be diamond painting. That's what I keep telling myself. Do you want perfect, or do you want to spend time diamond painting? And I love to organize. That is just my jam. I like it. I like organizing in my house. I love organizing all my craft stuff. And so this is right up my alley. So I hope that you are enjoying these types of videos, this type of content on my channel. And if you don't like seeing this, let me know. And I don't have to put these up here. It is not something that, you know, I just have to do. But I think that a lot of you would like this. And then I know that there are several of my subscribers that like longer videos, because that way, with longer videos, that they're able to diamond paint or craft or whatever they want to do. And so they appreciate those longer videos, and the longer videos aren't going to be unboxings and that kind of thing. And you don't need to really sit here and stare at me as I'm doing this. So I get it. I think that's perfect. To be able to listen to somebody, don't have to watch it and just diamond paint or do whatever you want to do. I do that a lot. If I'm not listening to an audiobook or another whip and chat or podcast, then this is what I'll do a lot of times. I'll just put on a content creator, find something that's going to be a long format, and then just sit and diamond paint. And unfortunately, I cannot do that every day because I do work. But on days that I have extra time or the weekends, I like to spend as much time as I can in my craft room, whether I am making cards or whatever I am doing. It works out just perfect. Today is Wednesday for me. I have my card group, and I feel like it has been forever. Why is this 869 here? If I missed one, wait a minute, that's 868. I guess I missed 869. I was out of order. Let me do this one. But I feel like it's been forever since I have been with my card group. It's actually been 2 weeks, so that's been kind of a long time. So I will be in my craft room tonight for 2 hours with my crafting ladies, and we will be making cards. And we do it by Zoom, so we do it virtually, and it's really nice. I gave them the option now that, you know, the pandemic is over, if they would like to come to my house and make cards on Wednesdays, or if they still want to do Zoom. And they all voted for Zoom, and I was really glad. But they all voted for Zoom, which makes it a lot easier. And I was glad because we would probably have my house one day, somebody else's house, you know, another week, or we would go to our church and meet up there. And it is a lot of work trying to decide what you're going to work on for 2 hours, making cards, and then get all your things together. And so I like it because I can sit in my craft room, decide what I want to work on while I'm working on it, and I have everything at my fingertips. And they were the same way. They, you know, we enjoy coming to your house. We enjoy, you know, having it to where we're all together, but it is a lot of work. And I agreed with them. So we are going to continue doing it on Zoom. And we do have about 2 or 3 times a year, we'll have a get together at my house. We'll all bring something to eat, and we will just create and enjoy each other's company for, let's see, and for really all afternoon on a Saturday. So it's about time that I schedule one of those. $8.94. I am trying not to hit the camera. I have it right by my wrist. And I am trying really hard not to hit it. Let's see. Now I'm at $8.95. We are moving along. Now some of these already have bags and they're full. So that does save some time. Some of these have some old numbers on them, and I do not like those. They're too small, and you can't really, they easily pop off. This $8.98 looks good. I really need to kit up soon so I can start on my Halloween cat. I like to start in September on fall. I don't do a lot of seasonal to where every year I have to do something that's, you know, summer and it's only in the summer kind of thing. I do like that, but the one thing that I definitely do is fall, and then also Christmas. So I do September, October, I will do fall, and then typically November, December is Christmas. And I am ready to start. I love fall. Fall is my favorite time of the year, and I love the fall colors. And I saw this Halloween cat, and I thought this would be really good for Drills and Chills, and it will be really good for fall. And I bought it last year, so it's been in my stash for a while. I can also mark it off as one of my goals. Add it to my goals of wanting to complete more in my stash. And so that was definitely the plan when I saw that one. I need to grab some more bags. Now, where did I put my bags? I'm making a list as I start to run out of different things in my craft room. And I just opened a new box of these bags, so I may want to put that on my list. I have plenty right now, but it depends on how many of these I'm going to have left once I finish this project. I definitely need to order some more cardstock. I am going to make some cards, I think, for my special drills. I may, and then, I don't know, I may not. I may just put them in where they're in order, but they're not really, they don't really have cards, but I don't know, we'll see. At least if I had cards, it'd be easier to find. It would also look nicer. I thought about putting all of my special drills in an art dot container, one of the really large ones, and I do have one, but then I kind of changed my mind on that because I'd like to use my art dot for something else. And then also when I want to pull out either ABs or whatever it is that I decide I want to use crystals, I don't want to have to take a whole container out. And I also would like to just have it to where it is with whatever I'm working on. So I decided I'm just going to put those in the larger bags and do those that way. But I am not going to change this again. Once I do all this work, it is going to stay like this. I don't plan on changing it. If I do changing it, I definitely will use my Cricut because I am not going to sit here and spend time having to cut these cards and do all of this. When my Cricut can actually cut the cards, all I have to do is go into my software and I just put the dimensions and how many I want, and then it will just cut all day long if I want it to. And that's what I'll do next time. That is the plan. I will even make my own stickers. But I have to figure out, I'm not sure about the stickers, how to do it. I know how to make stickers, but as to find the DMC stickers, those, I'm sure that they're out there. I'll just have to find them, and that way I can cut those. These I purchased before I knew really what I was doing. I wish I would have started out using the 2.5 by 3 milliliter bags instead of these smaller bags. These are 2 by 3, I think. And they also have, I think, 2 by 4, 2.5 by 4. I kind of wish I would have went with the larger ones, but I didn't. So the problem with that would have been if I would have went to larger bags, then I would have had to basically just throw all these cards away because the cards were not wide enough for the larger bags. And so I didn't want to do that. I looked at it and it just didn't, it looked really tacky and it just bothered me to have the card where the card wasn't as wide as the bag. I thought, what's the point in having a card? So I decided not to do that and just went with this. And there's a lot of different ways this can be done. You can buy like playing cards, baseball cards. But I already had these, so I thought there's no point in being wasteful. I already spent the money. I might as well use what I'd spent. I must not have cut this card or not cut it enough. I did. I don't know why this one seems to be taller than the others. It's kind of odd. These aren't standing up very well either. Here's another one that I've already started. I have several videos that I have put out recently, and I'm trying to get on a consistent schedule, but I just have not done it. The summer kind of messed me up with trying to stay on a schedule, and then the past 2 weeks with everything we've had going on, I just really didn't even do videos other than my 2 whip and chats. So now I am trying to get to where I'm on a schedule. I'm on a schedule of filming. I'm on a schedule of when I want my videos to drop on YouTube. And so that way, being consistent, I think, is really good. It will help me, and it'll help everyone to know when I'm going to have videos out there. But we'll see if I can stay on a schedule. I don't know. My work schedule is kind of crazy sometimes, along with different things that I have going on with the family, different things I have to take Paige to, since she will not be able to drive. I'm not going to put her in an Uber by herself. They do have special needs transportation that I can eventually put her on, but I don't really feel comfortable with that either. So I'm kind of in a quandary on what I'm going to do. Just definitely not sure. I do have my Saturday video. I am trying to do that one every Saturday, just to have that as like a playlist where I have my massive cross stitch conversion. And I have started doing it a different way, and I'm actually faster doing it this way, and actually I'm enjoying it more. So I'm going to keep trying to see if I like it. Instead of just doing 4 to 6 of the 10 squares, I am starting with the first square, and if I have the same color, the same DMC on the second square, then I'll go ahead, I will move down, I will do the second square, and then I will keep moving down squares until I don't have that color, and then I'll go back up to the top, so I'm not skipping the any of the squares. And that way I feel like I am faster, because I'm not trying to figure out which square number should I be on. That was just really holding me back, and it was just throwing me for a loop sometimes, and I don't know why, but this was so much faster doing it this way, and I have gotten quite a bit done. I'm hoping to work on it some more on Thursday, which is the day that you'll see this one. Work on the cross stitch conversion some more on Thursday, and then I will record my video of my cross stitch conversion and my whip and chat that goes with it. Record that on Friday for Saturday. But it is looking really good. I can actually see something on it. I can tell what is what, and I think that is really cool. To where I can actually see, I can see 2 people. I see one person that's sitting under the tree. Another one, it's really pixelated unless you step back. And if you step back, you can easily see what it is, but you do have to step back to see it. And it's another person that's wearing a long flowing robe. So that's kind of cool. And I can see flowers now. The top portion, the top 2 rows are completed. I've completed another column that I was about halfway done. I am at like 16%, I think, which is really good because my goal for the year was to have 20% completed. So I am more than likely going to go over my 20%. And so I think that's really exciting. I would love to get to 50%, and I might be able to. If I could get to 50, then my goal for next year would be to finish it. But if I don't get to 50 this year, then I will probably say 75 next year. I would love to have it finished by the end of next year. And if not next year, the year after, I would be okay with that too. But the sooner I can get it finished, they'll be nice, because that's the sooner that I can start on something else. I have several work in progress on the go, and I don't mind that whatsoever. But I do mind having more than one heaven and earth design. I think that would drive me insane. So I am not going to do that. And I do have a couple of the princess panels from Jaded Gem Shop that I would like to do. That's cross stitch conversion. I have all the drills, everything that I need. So I may do that one next and then do the large one, because I don't think, it's been a while since I purchased those. I actually purchased those before this one, or right at the same time, I think. And this one came in. I wanted to get started on the heaven and earth. I kind of wish I would have started on the one that I purchased from Jade first, because it is smaller. But that is okay. Let's see, 937. This one has the cardstock that I put in the bag that I thought would be a good idea because it would hold the bags up better. And it is a very tight squeeze. Some of these I have a really hard time getting out. And it takes up too much space. So I've just decided, no, I'm not going to do that. This is 937. That goes here. Getting ahead of myself, trying to put bags in before I am putting in my cards. Getting closer to finishing the 900s, and I started on the 800s, so that is good. And some of these have drills in them, so that will help hold these up a little better. Definitely need to get another blade for my cutter here. I don't think about it until I need to use it, which was often, but I haven't made cards in about 3 weeks. So I need to make a list. In my order for Stampin' Up, I need to make sure that I order some more of the blades. And you have to use Stampin' Up blades, you can't use any others. And you have to order Stampin' Up, you can't just go and pick it up. I need to order some extras and just keep it in my craft room. Especially, it's getting closer to Christmas, and I need to start making my Christmas cards. I will be cutting quite a bit. And for those of you that have not signed up for my birthday club, if you would like to sign up, I do have the link underneath the description, and I am sending out birthday cards if you're interested. I do not do anything with your information that you send me. I only need the day. I don't need the month and the day. I do not need the year. I think the year comes up on the form, but you can just put this year if you want. You have to put something, I think, but just put this year if you want to. I don't care how old you are. That is irrelevant to me. But if you'd like to have a card, I am working on September's now, and I had a couple from August that I realized were late. So I sent those out recently. I'm going to put these that I've just been stacking here. I'm going to put these over here. And let's see if I can, I'm not sure how many I can get in here. Maybe I can get up to, I don't think I can get up to 850. I would like to have these where they're divided. Okay, but that's not going to happen, I don't think. It is what it is. They're just going to have to go in here. Let's see, maybe 839. I could put 840 in the next one. At least it's an even number. I have plenty of room in this box to grow, so I am really excited about that. I don't want to have too many boxes. I hope I didn't do these too tight when I put these in here. You need really 3 hands to do this. Okay, so here is these, and then I'll put this here so they don't fall. This is 928, that's right here. Why is that 928 there? Let me fix this. This one must have fell. I have 2 928s. Let's see. There we go. This one goes right here. That's why I like to put the actual DMC on there. So now I'm on 950. And it does look like I will be going into a part 4 because I'm just on the 900s and I still have the 3000s to go. And I will not put this video, 2 videos on the same week of the same thing, so I would do it, I'm trying to go ahead and get 4 done. I'd like this project completed and uploaded, so I may go ahead and do 4 right after this one, and then just have it to where it will come out next week. And I would like to get ahead on videos by a couple of weeks. That would be really nice if I could do that, except for the actual whip and chats. I wouldn't want to do those early, but it'd be kind of nice to have some videos that are out there, so that way if I have to go out of town unexpectedly again, I really, really hope not, but if I do, at least I'll have videos ready, or if something comes up for work or whatever it may be, then the videos are already out there and I don't have to worry. We are taking our vacation in November for a week, and I don't want to be rushing around before we go. And then I have to make sure that I have everything ready for videos and all. So I thought, well, I can just maybe get a little bit ahead. And I'm not rushing around, because every time we go out of town, I start trying to get things together in advance, and it never fails. The day before, I am still running around trying to get things done, whether it's packing. And we have a cabin that we go to every year in the late fall, early winter. and it's about 6 hours from our house. So it's not like I can just come home if I forget something. Of course, I can buy things there, but I don't want to have to do that. So I need to start thinking about what am I going to take, what diamond painting am I going to take, because I will definitely take a diamond painting. I can't take one that's really huge. And we have a good sized table at the cabin, but it's not just huge. I don't need to take a large diamond painting anyway. So it will depend on which one that I'm working on. So I'll have a variety. So I won't have much that I have to worry about getting a diamond painting ready. I will just put one in one of my Craftably tubes, and I will just use that one. I'm definitely going to have to make some stickers for my little bags because I am missing a couple of stickers, which means my bags don't have anything on them. And I don't like that because if I don't have them with the card, I'm not going to know what it's for. So I need to make a note of that too to make sure that I go ahead and take care of that. Either make some stickers or buy some. And these stickers are like 75 cents if I get them at a discount company. So I may just do that. Save me time from making them. Some things I like to do on my own, and then some things I look at the cost and see, is it really worth my time if I purchase it or if I make it? And for 75 cents, I think that would be really good. And I am an accountant, so I'm always thinking of cost and benefits. Doesn't matter if it's personal items or a service or diamond painting or whatever it is, I always have to put it in perspective with accounting and cost and benefits. These are starting to fall down again. Okay, I'm on 966. This is going a little bit faster than it did the first go around, I think. This one is missing 957. Wow, this is way up here. 957. Here's 957. It is so quiet here right now. Usually I hear birds or I hear something. It's like I need some music on or something. It's crazy. Or we always have something going on in our neighborhood. We live close to a private airport, and I'm always hearing planes. But right now it's so quiet, it's like, oh, it's almost a little eerie. I don't hear anything going on upstairs. Paige is in her room, and I am in my basement. My dogs are asleep. They are snoring a little bit. They're in their little room, which is right next to where I am. They decided to take a nap. They went into their room. They have crates, and they like their crate door shut. They like the lights out. They're like little children. They're really funny when they take their naps. And even at night, they don't want to sleep upstairs with us. They want to be in their little space. I guess they just feel comfortable and more secure in their crates. We leave the door open. They don't want the door open. So we have it to where it's unlocked. And our youngest dog, our collie, she can open her crate door. We have a really thick rope, and she can just pull on the rope. She can open hers, and then she goes and opens little dogs, and that's what they like to do. So I don't even really hear them snoring because they're not in my room. This is looking really good. It's 973. I'm now at 975. I only have 2 rows left that I need to do that is in my trunk. So that's looking nice. It's looking empty. And this one's starting to fill up. Well, 976. I like the 900s because there are a lot of oranges. And orange, I am not an orange fan, which is kind of weird that I like orange. But I like the fall, what I like to call the fall oranges. And the golds and the greens. And that's kind of what I'm looking at right now. But I'm not really a fan of orange, which is kind of weird that I like the orange. I do like fall. I'm at 977. I was really hoping I would not have a part 4, but I'm afraid I'm going to, because it would probably go over to an hour and a half, and I like to keep my videos around an hour, and we're already at, I think, close to 50 minutes. It's a good thing that today is trash day because my little trash can is full. Between kitting up and just cleaning out my craft room. And I usually do not empty my trash in my craft room until we have recycle. I have a recycle bin in my craft room, and then I just have a trash bin of things that cannot go in recycle. But I recycle whenever I can, and that is most of this stuff. I'm at 989. Now I'm doing greens. So that's really pretty. And looking at some of the ones that I already have in bags, I'm making sure that they do match on the colors. I don't want to go through and have to pick out drills. So if the drills don't match, I do put them in a different bag, which is why I'm probably going to have to order some more bags. When I get to the end of the 900s, I'm probably going to call it good because that would be a good stopping point. I'm at 993. That way I'll just have 2 stacks left, which will be really good. But it will be nice to have these, and then I can start kitting down again. Really could use some more Elizabeth Ward containers that they're being used, but they don't have to be. I don't have any more of 996. And I love my Elizabeth Ward containers, so I think that's what I want to do for my Halloween cat. Will be Elizabeth Ward. So be looking on for the kitting up on that one. And also a kitting down video. I'll put these over here. I think I hit the camera again. I'm going to put these over here in this blue box, which is here. And then I'm going to put this here. So that's looking really good. I am very pleased. And if you can see, I don't want to move it too much, but if you can see this blue box, I still have quite a bit over here that I can put some. And then I have 2 rows here that I haven't even used. I have all of these I can use on a new box whenever I need to add more. And I have just a few. I have this small section here and this section over here that will need to be changed into my blue box. So that will be for the next video. Hope that you enjoyed this content, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you have not already subscribed, please click on that subscribe button and also notification bell if you would like to be notified of future videos. And until next time, happy diamond painting. Bye.